possible that this hat makes my head look more like a penis than the red one. And now it's time for Fat Dude Digs Flicks with your host, Andy the Fat Dude. What's up, everybody? This is Andy, the resident fat dude of Fat Dude Digs Flicks, coming to you recorded from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Now, you may be asking yourself, why the fuck is that fat guy whispering into a microphone? I have the answer for you. This is my attempt / parody of ASMR videos. If you are unfamiliar with what ASMR videos are, they are a relaxing yet stimulating video where people use whispered voices or quiet taps or various things to trigger the auditory senses to kind of put them in a state of relaxation. And for some reason, I thought this would be a really good idea to whisper for about 10 minutes. I am going to regret this decision by the end of my 10 minutes. But don't fear, there will be other sounds as well. I have decided that the first video where I will try this ASMR movie review approach is to the film Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Pick a door. I'm right there. No. Pick another door. What's wrong with you? You know what? You were right. That is your door. What's the matter? You got a lot of bad guys behind that door. Sounds of punching. My reasoning behind this is because Hobbs and Shaw, the film, is so goddamn loud. Privity is key here, so I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do want you to be able to relax, and while you're relaxing, get an idea as to whether or not you should see Hobbs and Shaw. So, let's get down to it. Is that relaxing? Hobbs and Shaw finds Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw teaming up together to try to stop a cyber-genetically enhanced superhuman terrorist from destroying the world with a virus. Yes, you have probably seen a movie like this before, but for some reason, because these two damn action heroes are so charismatic, you don't care. You still have a good time. You have such a good time that this film helps you excuse the fact that Deckard Shaw started off this franchise as a villain because he killed Han. You remember Han, right? Han was super cool. Han was a fan favorite. Han likes snacks. I like snacks. And yet, they killed him. And now, the guy who killed him, Deckard Shaw, is a hero in this franchise. Justice for Han. There is a can of NOS energy drink sitting over here on my left that I'm gonna save to the end because I really don't want to drink it. But I think it would be really funny for me to drink at least a sip of a NOS energy drink, especially since I'm reviewing a Fast and Furious movie, because they put NOS in their cars. Ha ha ha, it's funny. The major highlight of this film, of course, is the chemistry between The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and Jason Statham. These two are fantastic together, and you can really see why these were the two characters they decided to spin off of the Fast and Furious franchise. They are incredibly energetic, super charismatic, and a lot of fun to watch together. Because their stories are so separate from the rest of the family, this makes a lot of sense. But also, I think because they're so charismatic and so fun to watch, you can really tell why the rest of the actors that play the other family members probably got upset. This is where the franchise is going. I would understand quite a bit of professional jealousy there, but these two men do a really great job. They make this film a lot of fun, and they really add a certain kind of intensity to the action sequences. This film also introduces the character of Hattie Shaw, played by Vanessa Kirby. If there is anything I can say about this film, is that Vanessa Kirby is an awesome addition to this franchise. She is a lot of fun. She's a very talented actress. She actually handles these action sequences incredibly well. She is a star in the making. As the kids on the internet are saying, I would let Vanessa Kirby step on my throat. In a pair of flip-flops, like The Rock's mom in this movie. But seriously though, she is an incredible actress, and this franchise really benefits by having her added to it because she brings so much to this film. And I really look forward to seeing her not only get to do more in this series, but just in movies in general. She's really great. I have nuts in my mouth, and I can't get rid of them. Bazinga. Where this film gets a little ridiculous, of course, is in the story and the dialogue. Now, I get it. When you go see a Fast and Furious film, you're not really going over the story or the dialogue. You want to watch dudes fight, cars race, cars crash, and things explode. I totally get that. But I feel like you at least need to have some kind of intelligent dialogue. This film has a few moments that really make you want to cringe. And The Rock, as charismatic as he is, and as fun as a screen presence as he is, some moments of dialogue he can't really handle all that well. And that takes you out of the movie for a little bit. It does kick right back in to more action, but for someone like me who actually cares about story and dialogue, had to have to ding it for these weak spots. What this film does well is the same thing that the other Fast and Furious films do really well. High intensity action sequences. There are a lot of great fights. There are some pretty cool car chases. It does those things really, really well. So it still is a good time, even though this movie is so stupid. Speaking of action sequences, there's a really cool car chase about the halfway point of the movie. Car chases are cool. You know what else is cool? Car parts. It's a muffler. It looks like a bazooka, but it's a muffler. This is the movie for action. It is high octane, high energy, almost like taking a shot of NOS. It's like grape soda, but like not as good. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. So basically, to sum it up, Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs Shaw is a really fun, dumb action movie with fun performances from The Rock, Jason Statham, and Vanessa Kirby. It's hampered by some bad dialogue and a pretty generic action story, but overall, if you can take your brain out of your head for a little while and just sit back, relax, and enjoy the big dumb show, you're in for a good time. So I would give Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs & Shaw 3.5 tacos. So that's not too bad. There are worse movies. There are certainly better movies. But in a summer that's been filled with disappointments, I think it's nice to have something that's pretty much just what you expect it to be. So Hobbs & Shaw 3.5 tacos. And that's my verdict. That's where I stand on that. And just for a little more stimulation, I'm going to drop the mic, but in this case, dropping the mic is crumpling a piece of paper and dropping that. If you are looking for a more detailed review of Hobbs & Shaw, I highly recommend checking out my Facebook or Instagram page because I wrote far too long of review about this film. I know this was absolutely ridiculous and I'm probably an idiot for posting that, but that's okay. I'm trying to have some fun here with this. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just do a search for Fat Dude Digs Flicks. Please like this video, leave a comment, tell me if I should do more ASMR movie reviews, or give me some ideas for other things you'd like me to cover, or tell me what you thought about Fast and Furious presents Hobbs & Shaw. You can follow my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio. I'll have a new episode up next week. I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about yet, but thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah, again, like it. Just click the thumbs up or click the thumbs down, which I understand if you do that too. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your week.